Hi, I'm Jeremy Hardy, looking sideways at Greenbelt. I've come here today, although I'm a comedian, I was asked to present or do Q&A after a film that I made in 2002 called Jeremy Hardy versus the Israeli Army, which is about my experience accompanying activists opposing the occupation in the occupied West Bank. And I had no idea what it was going to be like. I knew it was a Christian festival. There was quite an old demographic, but then I'm very much on Radio 4, which sort of explains why a lot of the punters in the screening were kind of the historic end of the age spectrum, shall we say. But looking around me, I'm quite impressed about how many young people there are and how none of them look weird. Because when I was at university, certainly the Christian Union, they're all very ugly. Very promiscuous, actually, in a strange sort of way. I think, they slept together, but they may have just slept. But they certainly all were very sort of coupley, and you know, they're interchanging couples. But it was very much a social thing, and seemingly quite a dysfunctional thing. And I'm quite impressed that everyone here seems to be remarkably normal looking. That's quite a patronising and awful thing to say. But everyone looks quite carbon-based, certainly. And I think that's encouraging, because I think what I admire about Christianity is the strong moral and political focus. I don't admire so much people feeling self-important about their politics or about their faith. And I don't admire the ecstatic side of it. What I admire is people having a very clear moral position on things, which I think is something that politicised Christians do have. Obviously, politicised Christians can be fantastically right-wing, but none of the people here are. And I think that the left has so eaten itself alive in this country and is so riven with faction. And many people who consider themselves on the left, I would not even consider on the left, certainly not David Miliband, shall we say. But I think that there maintains, there is still this clear through line of thought among Christians, which is humane, which is compassionate, which is moral, which is principled. And when you're talking about an issue of Palestine, which I was talking about today, where all these splits about tactics, about history, about the approach that should be taken, about where the future lies, about what happened in the past. But the Christian approach is just to look at something and say, what is right and wrong here? Not to say who is right and wrong, not to say who is bad and who is good, whom shall we make into a hero, which the left has always done. It's fetishised. It's always said, these noble heroes, these fighters, these bold, muscular, strong, brown people, they will free their country with their resolution. And then on the other hand, there are these very bad people, these very bad, evil people with their evil schemes who are very, very clever. And what Christians do is say, judge the sin and not the sinner, I think, is to say, let's look at what's wrong here and how it can be fixed. And let's not talk about people being bad, but about actions being bad. And because my philosophy is, I don't hate. I don't even hate the Conservative Party. You know, I hate what people do. I hate what they say. I hate what they think. I hate what they look like. And I hate everything about them. But I don't hate them. Go in peace.